So many people. It's amazing to me that so many people in the MAGA movement that support the regime don't seem to really care about their own personal lives, and they end up in jail or disbarred just to please a man who don't give a shit about them. But they seem to just really, really want to just prove themselves to this man. I've seen this guy a few times, and he committed a felony and then admitted it on his social media streams. It's kind of strange that he actually did this, but he was trying to prove a point. He was trying to prove a point that that you actually could illegally vote in California. And he might not even. This might be a prank. He might not have done it at all. But he admitted that he signed an affidavit and lied and voted illegally in California.
I just voted in California in a city that I literally was not registered to vote in, and I'm not even joking.
Wow, okay, this seems serious. Let's hear.
I tried to go vote in the city of Beverly Hills, but it showed in the system that I still lived in my old address. I was like, oh, well, I moved in January. Do you want me to get some proof? And they're like, no, it's fine. And I was like, so you don't need to see my ID? And they're like, nope, just fill out this document here and then sign saying that you're telling the truth. And they just gave me a ballot. That is how easy it is to vote as an illegal in this country.
He said it was illegal.
This is why recording a video without knowing the law exposes only one crime, ignorance. Our friend here would have you believe that this is all it takes to vote in California. Just walk in like you're ordering a burger. Not so fast, Xavier. First of all, your story tells us that they saw your name in the voter rolls, which means that you were already registered to vote in the state of California. Second, your presence in the voter rolls means that you gave them your real name and address. And third, you mentioned they had you sign a document. In other words, you affirmed under penalty of perjury that you had in fact moved to LA from another city in California, and only then, after all this, you were allowed to vote. And that, to you, is a sign of a weak election security. But see, it's not. Because what you're ignoring, or decided not to say, is that your vote when you walked out of that Beverly Hills polling place was only provisional. You see, the California voting process makes it easy and safe to vote. The process is that the state will take your provisional ballot and your sworn statements, and only after you walk out do they do all the checks they need to do to confirm that you, in fact, have established residence in the city where you're voting. If their check is successful, then you're good to go. If it's not, they ask you to provide additional information that you didn't necessarily have the day you voted. But if they discover that you lied, you gave a fake address or a fake name, for example, you're in deep trouble. You just violated multiple criminal laws in California, which carry a total of up to 9 years in prison. And if the candidate is a federal candidate, you're also facing up to 5 additional years. Oh, and that ballot you cast, it's not counted. So you did all this for absolutely nothing. And that's why California has virtually non-existent fraud. In fact, fraudulent votes are in the dozens, not in the millions. But you didn't know any of that, so you ran to your phone thinking you had a gotcha moment, but you didn't. You just had an I need to learn more before speaking moment, so I hope this video helps.
So that's weird. I've seen that guy before. He's a chumper. He's a trumper. He's always trying to get in pictures around President Trump. He seems to love his Trump. I question his decision-making abilities because of that hair. But it's kind of weird to me that he said illegals. So let's just go. I live in Maryland. We don't have to have ID when we go vote. We don't have to have anything. We have voter ID cards, but we don't have to present them. So basically, when you register, there's motor voter. So when you go to any place to vote, you have to present ID, right? You say it shows your address, it shows your residence, and that's how you register, right? You register to an address, like he said. Then when you go to the polls, they ask you who you are, what's your name, and you say your name, and then they see if you've been there already. And if you show up, they tell you where to go to vote. I do mail-in voting. But if you go to the polls, they look for your name and they look for your address. And you, at that address, you registered. You're at that address. You're to vote. Go vote. You're valid, right? So this gentleman said that an illegal can do that. A legal can't register to vote. First of all, how would an illegal register to vote? you don't have ID, you can't register to vote. You have to prove your citizenship. We have real ID now. You have to prove your citizenship to vote. You have to prove that you live there to vote. So how is an illegal going to register to vote? That was he's saying. Like this is how he's saying that an illegal, I hate that word. An undocumented immigrant can just show up to a polling place, give their name, and somehow they will be registered to vote. He registered to vote. And that's the point. And then he said he moved. Then he signed an affidavit saying that he hadn't moved, which is illegal. The moment you do that, your ballot becomes, because he said he moved, your ballot becomes provisional, meaning that they have to do more research. It's called cure the ballots. Do more research on the ballot to make sure you say who you are. And they need more, like the guy said, they need more information. They're required for information. That means that they don't get it, they just throw the ballot away. I know probably keep it for criminal prosecution because you signed the affidavit. That's illegal because you just lied. So, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully he's lying and he didn't do that because he just committed a felony. Good luck to you, son, man, because you didn't prove nothing other than you are a dumb person and have bad decision-making skills. We can tell by the hair and the fact that you're black and you support Trump. Good luck to you. And I'm sure he's making money. That's a good grip for him. Being black, gay, with the hair. They want you because you represent two demographics that support Trump that don't support Trump. So way to go. Way to go, guy. You didn't prove your point. You just showed that you are a criminal and willing to do anything to please your white masters. Good luck to you.